Hi there, I'm Nick. Welcome to my channel. Now, as you might have seen on my thumbnail, I might have a different opinion than a few other of us who comments on case law and stuff like that. But first, the usual disclaimer. Okay, now why do I believe that the suspect in the Ohio quadruple murders, his former public defender for the extradition, has done a brilliant move? Well, first of all, is you have this deal with the gag order in Ohio, and he is in Pennsylvania, so he doesn't have a gag order, so he can make these interviews and comment on the case. And I know more than a few has wondered, why does he reveal these things that he reveals? Aren't there attorney-client privilege involved? Now, that is a gray area. Me personally, no, never. I can count, there's less than a handful of the cases I have been involved in that I have commented to the press in 30 plus years. But I still believe these 3 interviews he made something unexpected. And it's not about how the press statement, the interviewer did a great job, asked great questions in all 3 parts. And what I find really surprising as a law nerd is I believe that the Kohberger defense team just got themselves hundreds of co-counsels, because there already was an enormous interest in this from all the law tubers, and now they will, especially after his comment about he doesn't believe in social media, he doesn't use social media, and the way he spoke about people have too much freedom to say things without consequences. Now this will probably, and it's starting on social media, creating an uproar, believing, oh, you such and such. But I think many misses the big issue here, the big picture. Hundreds of co-counsels. Now, this public defender has been around for 17 years. He has done capital crime defenses in Pennsylvania, according to himself, and I believe it's true because it would be easily checked. He is not a dumb person. And when he's done this for 17 years, he has a lot of experience. And then you have this last year, a few trials have been enormous on social media, and especially when it comes to, for instance, the Depp trial. We all know or can suspect that the Depp defense team or Depp lawyer team got a lot of help from social media, from law tubers, from commentaries that picked apart the Amber Heard team's arguments bit by bit. So now when Mr. Kohberger's former attorney, which I highly suspect he is not really a former, I do believe in some capacity he is a part of the Kohberger defense. And now he's got a lot of people, seasoned lawyers, criminal defense lawyers, former prosecutors. Now he will get the help his team needs to get Mr. Kohberger, now presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. First, I believe, is to get him off the death penalty. The second objective, in my opinion, would be to get him a good deal of the other things. And the third objective, if they find enough stuff going around that disputes the prosecution's case, is, well, the third objective is probably to get him free. And he mentioned a few things in the interview, for instance that with mobile masts, the actual radius is a huge radius. And I will show you a picture of a 20-mile radius from where I live, fairly close to a university town with over 100,000 inhabitants. And you will see how large that area is. That area you just saw over Lund, a university town in Sweden with over 100,000 inhabitants, it covers almost the entire city. And he also mentioned if the prosecution don't have actual GPS, they might be in trouble, because everything in this case, and I agree with most people, the prosecution have a stronger case in this moment than many others have. But as Mr. Kohberger's former attorney also said, there are holes in it. This will be interesting to see. And I repeat, him challenging the entire internet in this way was a brilliant move. And I do believe it was intentional. I don't believe that was a mistake. Now you have my initial opinion about this. And have a nice day. And I'll talk to you later.